Welcome to the video, guys. My name is Pushpinder Gill, and today we are going to do the allegation part 2. I suppose you've watched the allegation first part video as well. In this video, we will be talking about what happens when you replace a certain portion of a mixture with another mixture, or anything other apart from that mixture itself. So this video would be very helpful for aspirants who are preparing for the CAT exam, and it's actually a good thing to know for other exams as well. It's not a very hard, or it's not a very complex concept. It's a very easy concept. Now this would be the web address where you can explore more about us. That is perfect-scores.com, and this would be the Facebook page to give us your valuable like, and this would be the email address to give us your valuable feedback. Now let's go ahead and get started, guys. So before we get started, I suppose you've watched the allegation video. That's actually, it's kind of a recurring video for that. So, the next video for that. So I'll just do a little bit of allegation with you. The allegation said that whenever two groups mix, let's suppose I have a group, which say, let's suppose group 1. The average of group 1 is A1, and there are N1 people in that group, or N1 items in that group, and this is the average, and this is the number of items. And we have another group as well. The average of that group is A2, and the number of items are equal to N2. Then the overall average of this group would actually have this expression over here. That is going to be this, right? This is something that we derived in the allegation video. So from here, I'm going to get A1 and A2 and A, and this minus this is N1, and this minus this is N2. So this is what allegation was. So let's suppose the average weight of boys in a class is 50 kg, and average weight of girls in a class is 30 kg. Then the average weight of whole class is, let's say, 25 kg. Let's say 35 kg. What is the average weight of what is the ratio of boys and girls in the class? That is going to be 5:15, which is 1:3. Or there's another way of writing this equation also is, that is N1 into A1 plus N2 into A2 divided by N1 plus N2 is equal to A. That's another way of me writing this equation, right? That is N1 times A1 plus N2 times A2 divided by N1 plus N2 is equal to A. Now let's go ahead and get started with some questions. There's nothing like solving the questions. Theory is just one part of it. So the question says that a container has 80 liters of pure milk, and 20 liters of this mixture is taken out, and the quantity is replenished with water. Now this question has nothing to do with percentages or rates. It's a sheer simple algebraic equation question. So a container, so this is the container, it has 80 liters of milk, and 20 liters of this mixture is taken out. That means right now it has 60 liters of milk, and then it's replenished with water. That means now you add 20 liters of water. Now the question is asking, find the concentration of the milk now. The concentration of the milk is going to be the milk divided by the total, that is 60 plus 20, into 100. That is going to be 60 divided by 80 into 100, which is going to be equal to 75%. Right? So suppose you're understanding this question. Pretty easy question, this one. Let's move on to the next one here. Now, when I introduce concentrations, then it starts getting a little tricky. Now the question says that a container contains 80 liters of 80% concentrated milk, and 20 liters of this milk is taken out. So what is happening here? Instead of me trying to go this way, let me try to go this way. Let me say that already there is some 80% concentrated milk. So the milk concentration in the first mixture is 80%, and 20 liters of this is taken out, and 30 liters of 60% concentrated milk is added. So the milk that I'm adding right now, it's actually equal to 60% concentration. So what is the ratio part here, right? So 20 liters of this is taken out, and 30 liters of 60 concentrate is added. So this is 30 liters. This 60% is 30 liters. And how much is this 80 liter concentration? How much is this 80% concentration? See, it was 80 liters, but when we mixed it, we removed 20 liters. That means we have 60 liters remaining when we mixed. When I explain this again, I actually had 80 liters of 80% concentration milk. First I remove the 20 liters out of it. So now I have 60 liters of 80% concentrated milk, and I'm adding 30 liters of 60% concentrated milk. So this is what is happening here. Now this, if I cut this, is in 2:1, that is 2:1, and at the end I have to calculate this here, right? So how do I calculate? I'll say N1 into A1 plus N2 into A2 divided by N1 plus N2. So that is going to be equal to 220 divided by 3, which is going to be equal to 73.33%, right? So I suppose you're understanding what I'm trying to do here. It's actually a very easy question once you start understanding that at the end of the day I'm just mixing 30 liters with 60 liters, 80% with 60%. At the end of the day I'm just doing that, right? So you got to take the removal part outside first and then apply alligation to it. Let's see another question here. The question says that a vessel contains 20% boric acid solution and 20% of the solution is replaced with water. From this mixture, 20% is again replaced with water. So right now I have a 20% boric acid solution, and I am 20% of the solution is replaced with water. So how much, what is the concentration of boric acid? What is the concentration of boric acid in water? The concentration of boric acid in water is 0%, right? Because I'm mixing 20% boric acid with 0% boric acid because I'm replacing it with water. Now 20% of this solution is replaced, which means if this over here is 100 liters, this over here is going to be 120, sorry, this over here is going to be just 20 liters, because 20 liters of this is replaced with water. But understand one more thing, I'm actually first taking 20% out, so that means this over here is going to be 80 liters, right? Because if let's suppose my boric acid was 100 liters, first I took 20 liters out, I had 80 liters, and then I added 20 liters more of water. So they are getting mixed in 80:20, that is 4:1, and I just have to calculate this. So if I go ahead and calculate this, this is going to be N1 into A1 plus N2 into A2 divided by N1 plus N2, that is 16%. 20 into 4 plus 0 into 1 divided by 4 plus 1, that is going to give me 16%. That means right now there is 16% boric acid in my solution. Now again 20 liters is again replaced with water, right? So again 20 liters of this is replaced with water. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be 20%, right? So again 20% is replaced with water. So that means again the water concentration in boric acid is going to be 0%. And now again I'm replacing 20% with water, which means this is going to be 80% and this is going to be 20%, which is again going to be 4:1. And the average here is going to be N1 into A1 plus N2 into A2 divided by N1 plus N2, which is going to be equal to 12.8. So this over here will be my answer. So suppose you're understanding what I'm trying to say here is, you apply alligation here, you just forget what was removed, you just take care of two parts. The first part is that how much you have currently right now and how much you're adding, and you apply alligation on that. And similarly again you apply alligation on the remaining solution to get the next possible solution, right? It's very important to understand the question logically rather than taking up a formula. So let's go ahead and do another question here. So the question says that the bottle has a 40% alcoholic solution and 1/4 of the solution is replaced with water. So the alcohol content in the first is 40% and the alcohol content in the water is again 0%. And 1/4 of the solution is replaced with water. That means first I take out 1/4, that means 75% remains, and then I add 25% to it, which means this is again mixed in 3:1, and the overall concentration of alcohol is going to be 120 divided by 4, which is going to be equal to, that is going to be 30%, right? So when we mix now again we are mixing 1/3 of this mixture is replaced with 12% alcoholic solution. So again the alcohol content in the first, what we have is 30%, and we are actually mixing it with a 12% solution, and 1/3 is getting mixed. So that means If this is 1/3, and that means this is 2/3, that means this is in 2:1. And if I plan to calculate the overall average, that is going to be 30 times 2 plus 12 times 1 divided by 2 plus 1. That is going to be 72 by 3, which is going to be 24%, which is nothing but my answer, option C. So suppose you're understanding what I'm trying to do here, guys. I want you to be logical. I want you to use logic rather than any formula. You can have so many formulas of this, x minus p divided by p and so on, but that's not what I want. I want you to think logically, because if you think logically, you're free, right? You can start solving any question that comes in your way. All right, so let's get our hands on another one. It says that a vessel is fully filled with pure milk. Now the question says that a vessel is fully filled with pure milk. So you got pure milk here, that means 100% milk. And 4 liters of milk is drawn out of this vessel and replaced with water. And if the ratio of milk and water becomes 3:2, right? So later on the ratio of milk and water is 3:2. So I'm going to go backward here. Let me say there is some milk and there is some water, and milk and water is 3:2 here, right? And you've had pure milk, 3 parts of pure milk, which is 100%, and you have water, which is 0% milk. Now the question says that 4 liters of this milk is drawn out. So that means this is equal to 4 liters, something that was drawn out. Because then you will be replacing with water. That means you will be replacing this part as the water part. That means 2 times x is equal to 4. That means x is equal to 2. And the question is asking what is the capacity of the vessel, which is total, that is equal to 3 plus 2, that is 5 times x, which is going to be 5 times 2, which would be equal to 10 here. Right? So I suppose you're understanding this question here. Pretty simple question. If I explain it to you in a logical sense, there was this vessel with pure milk, let's suppose of x liters, and 4 liters are drawn out. That means there is x minus 4 milk and 4 liters of water. And now this is in 3:2. So you can even do it this way. You can say this divided by this is 3 divided by 2, and you can get the value of x again, right? But again, you can even apply alligation here like this. It makes more sense. And so I suppose you're understanding what I'm trying to say here, guys. So this would be about the video. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Pretty much very rare type of questions which come, but again, you got to know how to tackle these questions when they come in the test right there. So make sure that you explore perfect-scores.com and facebook.com/perfectscores and perfectscores89@gmail.com. So this would be all the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.